Everything I am showing is for entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. How's it going, everyone? This is Capital Gains, and I will be taking you through my Robinhood investment portfolio. If you learned something new or like what you see, please hit the like button and invest in that subscribe button for more videos. Right now, you are looking at my dividend investment portfolio, which helps me make money through the passive income called dividends. As you will see, I have 28 stocks in the portfolio. You will see how many shares of each stock I have, the current price, my average price, which is how much I paid for each share, what my total return is, and how much equity I have, which is how much money I would get if I were to sell the stock right now at the current price. For example, the Disney stock I have has 10 shares in it that I bought for $103.24 for an average price of $1,032.40. Right now, it is worth $181.29, which means my 10 shares are worth $1,812.90, which is a 75.62% increase from when I bought it. There are two really important features that are enabled in my portfolio. The first one is the dividend reinvestment feature, because any dividend that gets paid out to me is automatically reinvested into the stock, which will slowly increase how many shares I have, which in return will increase the dividend payout I will receive. And this will go on in a loop so that my portfolio will keep growing even if I do not put any money into it. Another great feature I am using is fractional shares, which means I can buy a stock even if I don't have the full amount to buy one complete share. This works well with the dividend reinvestment because the payout isn't enough for one complete share, so it buys a fraction of it, which will still increase the dividend I will get and increase the fraction amount I get every single time I get a dividend. Right now, this portfolio is my only stream of passive income. Now, passive income is income that requires little to no effort to earn or maintain once it is established. So I invested my money into these companies, and now my money is working to make me more money without me having to do anything, which is awesome because I pretty much get paid to sleep. Having multiple forms of passive income is the goal, and I am working on a couple right now so that if anything happens to one of them, if it doesn't work anymore, if it stops, or if I'm not getting anything, I don't have to worry as much if one goes down. I am writing a book on all the forms of passive income and not so passive income to inform people on how they can set them up themselves and start earning it on their own. When I am done with the book, I will let everyone know here and have a link to it. So right now you can see there's a lot of green in my portfolio. When I first opened up this account, it was the end of February, right before the market dipped because of the whole quarantine. At that point, I was negative in almost anything and had lost almost $2,000. But instead of panic selling to try and get my money back, I waited it out, increased how much money was in there, and invested when all the stocks were lower than what they normally are to cost average my stock portfolio. And what that is when you buy a stock for like $100 and it goes down to 75 and you spend that to buy another share of that stock, instead of being an average of $100 for each share, it'll go down. That way, if the stock market goes up, it doesn't have to go up as far to increase how much you have made. So right now you can see there's a lot of green in my portfolio. When I first opened up this account, it was the end of February, right before the market dipped because of the whole quarantine. At that point, I was negative in almost anything and had lost almost $2,000. But instead of panic selling to try and get my money back, I waited it out, increased how much money was in there, and invested when all the stocks were lower than what they normally are to cost average my stock portfolio. And what that is when you buy a stock for like $100 and it goes down to 75 and you spend that to buy another share of that stock, instead of being an average of $100 for each share, it'll go down. That way, if the stock market goes up, it doesn't have to go up as far to increase how much you have made. Here you can see the stocks that I have that are actually lower than what I actually bought them for. I will not be selling these because I believe that they will rise up again, but also they haven't cut their dividends. So even though they are lower and I paid more than what they are worth now, they are still going to give me a dividend payout, which will then go back in there, cost averaging the price that I originally paid for, so hopefully it'll get low enough so that I'll be in the green even when it's not doing well. I do have some cryptocurrency. I'm not a huge fan of them because I don't understand them as much as I do with the dividend stocks, and I find them to be a lot riskier than what I have because they don't really give you a dividend payout, and at any chance they can just spike up or down. So I don't think I'll be investing too much more, but if I do, it'll probably be in Bitcoin. Here you can see how much withdrawable cash I have, which isn't a lot, and that I have dividend reinvestments enabled. I suggest that if you have this option, to turn it on, especially if you're going for a dividend investment, because at this point, anytime they pay something out to you, you don't have to think about reinvesting it. It'll do it automatically the next day that the market is open. Alright, so now we're going to move on to how I keep track of everything. It's going to be a sheet that keeps track of what month I get paid the dividends and how much and what the total is at the end of the quarter and the year. I keep everything I have in Google Sheets, and the first thing you'll see is a bar graph that shows a total versus tickers. The ticker is the company's stock symbol, and the total is how much money I've made through their dividends throughout this year. We're now going to move up the column so you can see what companies paid out during what month, the total I got in that month, and then the total I got in the quarter. As you can see, I started my journey in February and received 2 dividend payments, one from Apple for 77 cents and one from Cross America for $1.05, for a total of $1.82. Then in March, I received 6 dividend payouts for a total of $7.59, which makes the total quarter payout $9.41. In April, I had 5 dividend payments for a total of $10.38. May, there were 11 for $24.82, and in June I had 12 for $29.37, which makes the second quarter's total of $73.98. Starting off in July, there were 7 dividend payments for a total of $17.66. August, I had 10 for $24.65. In September, there were 8 for $16.15, which means that the third quarter, I ended with a total of $132.44. So far, the only thing I've done has been investing in these companies, and after 3 quarters, I had made $132.44 for pretty much doing nothing. All I did was give them money, and then they gave me dividend payouts for investing in them. The last quarter of the year starts in October. That month, I had 7 dividend payments for a total of $21.50. November, I had 11 for $26.52. And December, I had 14 for a total of $43.51, which means at the end of the year, I made a total of $223.97 just for investing in these companies. So now you can see how powerful dividend investments can be, especially when you invest right back into the company with the same dividends they pay out and have fractional sharing. There are some points in this graph where you can see that I made a couple cents more every month just because it automatically invested the dividend payouts back into the company through fractional shares. This also shows how you can grow your portfolio without having to put money into it every single day or week. With the fractional share investments with the dividend payments, it automatically grows your portfolio. Even by a little, that's still a lot because of the compound effect that it has. Every time it invests the dividends, you get a little more of the share, which gives you a little bit more dividends, which will then buy you more shares, and it just keeps going up and up and up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There will be more coming showing exactly when I get paid, how much, and what's happening throughout the year. I'll keep you updated as we go. If any of you are interested in starting your own investment portfolio, here is a link below to Robinhood. All you have to do is use my code and link your bank account, and you could get a free stock which could be valued up to $500. Another app you can look into is Yotta Savings. That's YOTTA Savings. What this is combines a savings account with a lottery system. So for every $25 you put in there, you'll get a free ticket every single week. And then they will draw numbers every single day. And depending on how much you match up, you could win anywhere from like 10 cents to the jackpot, which is $10 million. If you're interested in this app, you can go download it and then enter the referral code J1K1ASEA. Again, that's Juliet 1 Kilo 1 Alpha Sierra Echo Alpha. When you do this, you'll get a free 100 tickets for the week when you connect your bank account.